I'm Pop. I love movies. I laugh. I cry. I enjoy every bit of a film as much as I can to a certain point, but I'm optimistic about finding the awesome things that stand out. Unlike my friend here,
I'm Flix, and I love to critique the crap out of movies. I love movies to death, but with all the crap that Hollywood is putting in our movies nowadays, someone needs to take a stand.
we are POP-FLIX.
Hey guys and gals out there, this is Flix.
This is Pop.
Welcome to our new episode of POP-FLIX.
POP-FLIX. I'm excited.
I am as well. This is a bit of a classic movie in its own right.
Well, to us.
Well, not even to us, I think to the world. Today we're going to be watching The Scorpion King, which was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's first leading role in a movie. And think where that's gotten to now.
Did he go by Dwayne Johnson on this? Was it Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
I think this was just The Rock. You can check into that more. But his career has followed this weird path of just being The Rock, then Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and now it's just Dwayne Johnson.
I remember when I saw Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on Walking Tall, and I remember thinking, wait, his name's not The Rock? You know,
Yeah.
it's Dwayne?
It's funny though because, you know, up to this point in time, he is so ingrained as being a professional wrestler that if you'd called him Dwayne Johnson, nobody would have known who the heck it was.
Mm-hmm.
So he at this point in his career before Scorpion King, he'd had a few side roles in movies.
Let's see. Get Smart? Or
No,
no.
that was way after this.
Get Shorty.
Mm-hmm.
The one where he played the gay character.
Yep.
He was in The Mummy Returns.
He was, and that was sort of a precursor to this movie.
Which,
Yes, the CGI was terrible, but it was also fitting for the time.
the best part about it was I remember how excited I was. And I was like, oh, The Rock's in a movie. Then it's like, first 5 minutes, then no Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is he coming back? He's coming back as a CG.
Yeah. But no, this movie really did start something, and
He's the biggest movie star of all time.
he is. He makes more money than us by far.
And we're going to judge him.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you do. You put someone up on a pedestal and you smack them back down.
Exactly.
So, we are watching the DVD. We're starting at 001, starting now. So, this movie, you know, I'm not a huge fan of talking ahead of what's about to happen, but my favorite thing about the beginning of this movie is I always imagine the very first person you see on screen should have been some really high-end actor, like Sean Connery or like Patrick Stewart, because you got this like beautiful rustic, you know,
Tom Selleck just pops out of nowhere.
mountain range. Well, no, but then you just, you know, you cut down, pulling down, you just have this guy walk on screen, really famous actor. And then suddenly, he's dead. Like, I feel like that should have been how this movie started.
This is such a fun intro.
Yeah. This is how you introduce a character as being a badass. I love how everyone has a fucked up eye, though. Like, the first two people you've seen...
They got a fucked up eye, and they're drinking out of skulls. You know, they're badasses. They're like, oh, we will raid mongers.
Yeah. Oh man, you know what would have been fit? Oh no, this wouldn't have fit for the time. That could have been Edge.
Oh, just with the horns in the top, and there he. Wait, no, that's the brother. If I
Yeah,
remember right?
that's the guy. Yeah, the brother. They're talking about how the Arcadians are like an almost wiped out race.
And him carrying a boulder,
A rock.
up, being that strong.
No, well, and it's this movie really cuts back sort of to like Arnold Schwarzenegger's Conan the Barbarian.
I think better though.
No, by far. But that's just with the times and the acting.
Oh man.
God, that bow is the most kick-ass thing in this movie besides The Rock himself. And,
Yeah, you can shoot like 3 or 4 at a time. Take
and
that,
he
Hawkeye.
launches them.
Yeah, right?
Like that dude just flew through the building. And what is his first line?
Boom. Here it is.
It just whispers and everybody runs. Like,
I want to know what he's packing in those arrows.
I also want to know how that guy missed so bad.
He's a former stormtrooper.
Yeah.
And boop.
Should have just cut his head off, honestly.
Well, PG-13.
Yeah. I don't know. They kill a lot of people in this.
Yeah, but it's subtle kills. It's not like barbaric kills. You know what I mean?
The barbarians aren't having barbaric kills.
Man, that guy is terrible. He's missing everything.
He's trying to make a design.
Oh, wrong one.
Those were just my warning shots.
Ooh.
You know, you ever think that in movies they should just stop having people miss so badly and just have them fire less? Because you're having these people that are supposed to be trained, like these are trained warriors.
Yeah, and they miss everything. And
Yeah.
You got homie here who's standing.
It takes 4 shots.
I like his moose weapon.
Yeah. Right in the dick, though.
Ah!
But no, you get these people that have, like, The Rock has this insane accuracy.
Awesome.
Okay.
You're lucky we have the same mother. The Scorpion King.
You know, and that's actually a pretty subtle title compared to what most movies give. And then we also get back exposition.
Yeah.
Like, that is...
Well, this I think this is just a good classic action movie because it has a good intro. You're like, here's the badass, and then we have a little bit of the history of what's going on in this world.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think we needed like such a blatant explanation. I think they could have explained it in the story. You know, because they're talking about how he's a badass warrior, and the first time we're gonna see this guy, I'm sure he's gonna be doing something badass. Like, why do you need to introduce him that way when you introduce the Rock's character?
A lot of action movies. This is a very formulaic. Saying that
But that's
right.
the problem, is change the formula sometimes. Yes, it works, but we're never going to learn anything new if we don't try something else.
Well, you got to think this is The Rock's first movie, and who's the director on this?
Oh, geez, I have no idea. It's no one huge, I don't believe.
Let me look it up while we're watching.
But
Yeah, but I can see what you're saying, because when we were first introduced to this character in the movie part of the actual movie, you're like, oh, okay.
well, it just seems like this is a waste of extras, like, you know, money and stuff like that for a movie to have a little intro, you know. And then you have the whole council of the people standing against the guy who has a psychic on his side.
Who is very beautiful. Silence! There's that dickhead. I remember him.
Like, I get that he's supposed to be like a prince, but he's just such an asshole in the beginning.
I know.
Like,
Chuck Russell.
Yeah, see, like I said, like...
Nobody.
No one that people recognize on a high level.
He's probably regretting this, but I'm like, dude, no. Be proud of your work.
No, well, this is... I don't know. This isn't a bad movie by most rights of movies. But...
Oh, fun fact, he did The Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That,
I love that movie.
it's... Oh, and now, gosh, the, Michael Clark Duncan. Gosh, I miss him.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
It's amazing how giant of a man he was.
Well, and that's, I mean, his role as Kingpin in Daredevil, I think, was really well earned. And, like, you first get a feat of his strength.
Yeah, he crushes that cup.
And that guy's hand.
All the tribes. Yeah, there he is. I want to be that badass and walk in a room and make sure I'm so accurate when I throw something like a knife.
Yeah. Well, but it's... See, but that's the problem, is you're living in a time where people have this level of accuracy, and yet you have stooges who can't hit crap.
I know.
And you're like, but you're trained soldiers despite being, like, fodder. But...
I feel like I'm just starting this randomly in there. If Deadpool was in this movie, he's like, you suck. No more speaking lines for you.
Yeah. No. Well, I don't know. This movie really tells the times where like, you look at the hair that The Rock has. He's got, like, the mullet.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And it's so weird, like going back and seeing him with hair now, because now he's always bald.
Mm-hmm.
He took the Bruce Willis approach.
Well, and there's some actors who can totally pull off bald.
Oh, he can.
He can. Although I will say, his head does kind of look like a potato.
Yeah.
So.
He's a handsome man, though.
Yeah. Well, that's you know, that's half his career is looking amazing.
Well, you know, it's like. Yep.
The other half is his charisma.
Yeah.
Like,
And, you know, and it's amazing. Like going back to this now, because it's been a while since I've seen this, is the fact that you look at where he's at now. Mega. He's got the $7 Productions, and this is where it all began.
mm-hmm.
This is like if we had to create a museum for this man, I think this should be at the head of it.
Yeah. Well, I'd say this comes close to the head. His run is Rocky Maivia. You know, right when he started.
Well, I was just talking
wrestling.
about. I meant like the movie Hall of Fame. Like,
I know, but that's where his real acting career started. Though, was in the WWE.
Fun fact: they're going to try to push for the Emmys for WWE.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And get them more exposure.
Yeah.
But
I love the little, you know, like they all know what to do.
Yeah.
Like if you whistled at me, I'd be like, well, what?
should I stab him? No, throw the thing.
What thing?
One of the things you have on your belt.
Oh, is that the 2 whistles?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this line.
Yeah. No, but they. It seems weird that the other Arcadians have things on their face, like tattoos,
And The Rock doesn't.
and The Rock doesn't.
Well, I think that was just because they're like, we don't want to cover the star.
Which the star eventually covers himself in future movies all over his chest.
Oh, the soundtrack was great too on this.
Well, this was. Oh, gosh. What year was this movie?
Scorpion King?
It had to have been early 2000s, like 2003, 2002.
I'll look that up right now. This is why we call it the internet.
I know. But it's such a movie of its time.
2002.
2002, yeah. But, like, just the soundtrack is so early 2000s.
So rock and roll. You know, I miss soundtracks like that now.
Yeah.
I think the last soundtrack I bought like that actually had like music, his Camel's being a dick, was the Avengers. That was the last one it had a good soundtrack to it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and a lot of it's so generic now. Like,
I love this guy coming up. He adds the comedy aspect.
well, and that's the formula for the movie, though. Like, this movie is super formulaic, if you think about it. Where...
Well, it's the guy that did the Eraser, so...
I know. No, but, like, you have the comic relief who has to come in there. You have the badass action star, and then you have the pretty, quote-unquote, damsel in distress.
Mm.
And that's just... I mean... That's how this movie works.
He has to have some form of loss.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's stubborn and...
I mean, he's way too accurate and intelligent for his own sake. Like, look at that.
Yeah. he caught it before. He's like, hey.
But also, look at the fact that, like, 1,000 arrows were just shot, and only, like,
two
hit one guy, and probably, like, 5 hit another.
Man,
Like,
I wish I had... What's so funny about this movie is, like, his athleticism is beyond regular... Because he just hurled that thing like nothing.
yeah. He was like, what's my standing long jump? 20 feet? Like...
Basically, he has superhero strength in this.
He really does. And accuracy, and durability.
And the eyebrow. The eyebrow says it all.
You wonder what would have happened to his career not for the eyebrow?
Right?
See, I am a ruthless killer. let me kill the sorceress or the sorcerer.
Whoa!
Oh
you're
no,
hot.
it's a chick. See, this is the point where the ruthless killer just fires and the movie's over.
Yeah. Well, this is the part where he's like, oh, whoa. And I like her outfit too. I'm like, is that really necessary?
Yeah, does she have to be wearing clothes? See, that was a very sturdy guy, because he didn't just go flying off like everyone else did.
Slow motion. I like that.
Oh, that's another, like, thing of the times.
Yeah, slow motion.
I'm glad he did more movies after this, because if this had been the entire Rock's career, it wouldn't have been terrible, but we would have lost out on a lot of things with him. Gosh, scripted fight scenes. You should have rock bottomed him.
If we knew what we know now and went back in time, we totally could make like one of the best action movies ever.
Yeah, for real.
The guy with such like heightened senses, he didn't realize the guy was coming at him with a big pitchfork.
Yeah, well, and it's also like the truth is, if he just aimed a little to the right, the movie would have been over too.
Yeah,
like it's like, let's capture him. Why? Why do we want to capture him?
Because he's the star. Oh. And we all get paid if we...
Yeah. You know what would have happened in future scenes if someone had done that to The Rock? They would have held their hand after and been like...
It was such a selling face. Him taking a punch or a slap, and he's like...
Yeah.
Oh, fake head.
90s props.
Yeah, right here now we stab was like, yep, the son's a dick.
Yeah. Well, you're just like, you kind of got that vibe from in the beginning, and you're like, why would anyone trust him? Like, he's an evil mustache away from being, a very generic villain.
And everyone's looking on and stuff like that, and
You showed me emotes face are just the funniest thing.
You showed me how strong you are, and you can't escape those guys' grips.
I think it'd just be the funniest thing if he was just like, I just wanted to like see how long they would hold me, and he just like throws them off and just, because that would have been accurate for this movie.
No, it'd be funny like right before his brother gets killed, he's like this. Now, whoa!
Just like took the guys holding lines and just used it to cut everyone in that room in half.
Then like, the movie doesn't progress from here. Oh, so I guess we're over.
Did we win? Did we win? Well, we missed a badass section that could have happened in the end, but yeah, I guess we won.
Oh man, that'd be a movie debuted in history.
Yeah, just ends early, and it's just the rest of the time.
We're only at 17 minutes.
Yeah. Just the rest of the time, he's just walking around, and he's just like, I guess I'll go do other things. It'd be like one of the movies we have nowadays, where it's all about the person's life, not necessarily just the action in their life.
Yeah.
So it just shows him going back to his hut.
He's just sitting there, and he just at the progression is just like time jumps and just seeing him getting old and stuff like that.
Just getting bored and goes on one more adventure and just finishes that one off right away, and just like, well, what is the purpose of me being here? Like,
can we stop? No, we already paid you XX amount of money, so
yeah.
I would not want to die this way.
Yeah. I think it's funny that they use this as a level to do it, as opposed to just
killing him.
Well, no, the line was that he will not die by your hand, and you'd be like, or any hand that you command. He's like, okay, couldn't I just, leave him in the ocean?
Yeah, or wouldn't you just stab him? Because this was one of those plot hole type of things with action movies where they're like, oh, we're gonna kill you
alive. Yeah,
we got to keep him alive, but how can we do it without, this situation?
Another job that would really suck would be the guy having to light the fire ant holes on fire.
Oh yeah.
You're like, do I get workman's comp?
Oh my goodness. You imagine like they're coming out even faster. You're like, Mr. Magician here.
They also never explain how he did that, and
I don't think you needed it. I think it was just because it was to establish like, hey, I'm useful. I can get out of holes.
But he does almost nothing else useful for the rest of the movie. And
Oh.
oh,
It's all in his crotch too.
yeah. But
I like he's
shit. Like, but how can that guy escape from that? And the Arcadian, the most badass warrior in the world, can't.
right.
But
This reminds me of the Lone Ranger. When
yeah.
That's right.
Gosh.
See right there, he's like, "Take me with you." He's like, "Oh, damn it, do I have to?"
I mean, you know the positive to all of this is at least it's not Rob Schneider.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
The Rob Schneider teaming up with The Rock would be a very sad day if this was his debut.
Yeah, that's when I'm like, your career's over. Nothing to Rob Schneider, but
No, but if it's not with Adam Sandler, you know, it kind of kills people's careers.
yeah.
But
I think I've seen this guy in a bunch of other stuff too.
yeah,
I want to know how he got him out.
yeah. No, like that's also like, how does he still have his bow and weapons? Like,
Yeah, you think
wouldn't
they
you
would
have
have
taken that? Yeah.
The henchmen are like, should we throw those away? No, the boss would keep them for some reason. I don't know.
Leave him on him in case he escapes and tries to kill us all.
But he did it, so it was him.
Yeah, no, it's
And where did the camel come from?
he was calling him.
Oh, was he?
He was whistling for him, and
What? He was just the camel just follows?
was the camel like the premise of the camel is supposed to be camels are smarter than horses, so he can call on the camel to come wherever he is. But I also like this guy. Like, I know he killed his father, but he's immediately like one of the top henchmen.
Yeah.
It's not like we'll have a try of loyalty to make sure you're, you know.
And I like the stones.
And those 90s effects of seeing the future.
Yeah, it was kind of blurry.
Yeah.
Then there's always fire.
There's always fire. There's always a light too. It's just like flashing light.
And some warriors looking back and like, we fucked up.
Well, it's also super vague. Like, you think about it, if those are the visions he's seeing, he's gotten very lucky that things have worked out the way they have for him thus far.
Yeah.
But also, you know, you think she ever gets like a change of jewelry? Not on her neck, but like on her body, because she's freaking wearing like
A lot.
a lot.
You imagine when it gets cold?
I mean, it's Egypt, so
Like, it can get cold in Egypt.
they're close. They're close to the equator.
Yeah, but like, I imagine it'll get cold at night. Yeah, you want to see how badass I am?
I own lions and tigers.
That's even more scary, just because I'm like, those chains don't look like they would hold them.
No. We have durability tests where everyone evacuates the room except for one henchman who's pissed me off, and he just tugs the cords to see if they hold.
Like, why don't you just keep it in a cage? Why? Why not have them out and about?
If my enemies attack, I can just throw something and break the chain and have them attack. The one time that happens, he throws it and just mauls him instead. You didn't feed us enough.
Oh man! Like, he's like, get him, and the tiger just towards him, like, ah!
Yeah.
And they always establish like he has some sort of like special place for the villain has a special place for the lady in distress in his heart or something like that. But it's total bullshit because he's using her.
Yeah, he uses the excuse of, you know, you're lucky to live in the palace. If you didn't, you'd be, you know,
Nothing.
Nothing.
That usually is the sense of like a lot of these movies, especially when the girl is the bad guy. Like, I found you, you know.
Yeah.
You imagine how many feminists would be mad at this movie?
I mean, you realize how many probably are just because they have the damsel in distress trope.
Yeah, I noticed they're getting away from that, big time.
Yeah.
But when they do that man in distress thing, I'm definitely boycotting.
The Rock doesn't like his things touched, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
Like,
He's got a whole arsenal of knives.
yeah.
He's just like, why don't you use that gun? What's it?
Yeah. He just has like knives that shoot other knives. And that's how far his thing is.
It'd be funny though, like if this movie was like set in more modern time, like kind of futuristic type thing. Someone picks up, like, gives him a machine gun, and he's like, I don't need that. I got knives that shoot knives. They're much more accurate, too.
There's a lot of face punching in this movie, too.
Yeah, there is. No bruising, either.
No.
The typical, I'm going to use him. Be like, hey.
Well, you know, the best time that was used was in Tropic Thunder.
Oh, yeah. The water to wake him up.
Almost drowned him, too. He's also letting a known criminal loose in the city.
Yeah.
Where people know there's a bounty on him.
I was just about to say that.
But then, you know, some nice tits that get you in a better mood.
Then, of course, she's not looking at him. She's like, oh, who's your friend?
Gosh, The Rock would be the worst wingman ever.
Oh my goodness!
Like...
you imagine back in the days when we were single and The Rock's like, "Can I go out with you guys?" No.
No. No. Look, we'll go see a movie together. That's fine. Not taking you near women.
Yes.
Because you suddenly become the spotlight, I'm nowhere.
Yeah, and I'm in the background eating Cheetos.
Yeah.
Alone.
Yeah. Sipping on a beer, eating some Cheetos.
Eating some Cheetos, and then we just me and Flick start talking movies.
Yeah. And prostitutes.
Oh, nothing but prostitutes.
I love how, like, you think about it. In reality, if The Rock was walking around in that city, he probably wouldn't need prostitutes. The prostitutes would probably be like, free of charge? Free of charge? We want to see if that name means anything. The Rock.
And I would pop on that. Statue.
You just
with a scorpion on it.
Which
established.
Would you think about, like, roles in movies that you're just like, this is what I was credited for, Mom. It's statue builder.
Nope. Cliche. Kid.
Small child who is very knowledgeable about the city. But
and just like, you know how this works.
Which these kids have very good teeth for.
I know, right? You imagine movies like this now and how they try to get so accurate. And this one's just like, everyone seems pretty clean here. I don't think that was the time.
Just like start stabbing the little kids to make sure this one doesn't have it. This one doesn't have it.
That's what this could be like. Here you go.
Take it back. Take it back. Just take it back.
You just stabbed all my friends.
Yeah, they deserved it.
And it stabs him.
Oh
my goodness.
That's a way to end your movie career early on. I murdered a bunch of kids in my first movie.
Even Anakin should get shown killing all these kids. Star Wars reference. Had to. Yeah, that'd be some just
stab
right in the head. Oh man.
This kid just smiling has a sword through his face.
Of course, I want to be this good with money. Like, just shake the bag and be like, "Hey, wait a minute." Where's the other one? You don't want that one back. I stuffed it somewhere. You can keep that one.
That's how you earned that one.
Yeah. Good luck pooping that out.
You notice, like, there are actually a lot of similarities between this movie and some of Schwarzenegger's movies, where, like, he picks up the kid with, like, no effort. Because he does that in Terminator and I think Jingle All the Way. He, like, just picks up kids like they're nothing. Can you imagine being a kid being picked up by The Rock?
And then you got the old man.
Yeah.
I'm just like watching this. I'm like, this is very cliche as we go along.
You have the inventor too. It's not just the old man; it's the old man who's an inventor. But
if I remember right, he joins the posse too, right?
Sort of.
Yeah.
But no, it's funny though because this guy, he's not that old at this point in time.
No.
Because he's King Theoden in the Lord of the Ring movies.
Oh yes.
And like he's still not even that old in those, so it's weird how they make guys look so much older.
Yeah.
But
He's like, what? that was a perfect face of like, that's the face I would make with a knife.
yeah, would someone put a giant sword to my throat? I'd be like, okay.
Oh, right. So here we go. What you were talking about in the starting.
Yeah, this is our intro to this character as far as him. Well, I guess there was the scene with the lions earlier, but
Yeah, but no, this is to
His
establish
combat.
how badass he is.
yeah.
But can you imagine if these guys are just letting him win?
Yeah. Jim beat him not so long ago and was fed to the lions. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. Oh, the acrobatics. Sell it.
It's just like, oh man, like they go and they pick them up, and the guys are like, "Are you okay?" Yeah, we're totally fine.
Yeah, we're totally fine.
We're totally fine.
We totally let him have it. There you go, kid.
Kid, now get out of here and do it discreetly, please. I don't want to have to deal with you again.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. Yep.
You imagine being the guy that fires this at him, and the one time he doesn't stop it, it just like
To the lions.
well, no, it kills him. Just like ends him. And he's like,
No, that's his answer for everything. To the lions. The lions like, we're full. We're full. There's too many bodies over here. Up.
see,
And soup.
see, I don't know why The Rock didn't take that shot.
Yeah, because then he would be distracted right here.
Fire at him again. Fire at him again.
Open shot.
Fire at him again.
He would have been dead.
Fire at him again. Heck, you could have taken out half the people in that room right now.
He sure did in that in the starting of the movie with like 4 arrows.
Yeah. Oh no, now I might hit some innocent civilians. Realize the fact that that arrow could have gone through one of the chicks and killed him too.
Yeah. Especially of how hard it hits.
Yeah.
And the moral judgment of like, do I kill him, the guy that killed my brother, or do I save the kid?
That I was going to kill earlier anyway.
I don't even know him. It's his fault he got caught.
Which, also, why would you shoot the axe and not the axeman?
Yeah. To
Like,
further the story along. Twing. What if he pulled that sword, he cut himself on the way, pulling it out.
takes off his own hand. He's like, whoa!
I stopped the arrow.
See,
Missing.
just such terrible accuracy.
Oh, man.
See, that's why he can block everything.
Yeah. Smart ass.
Yeah.
Through that door. I like too modern technology or things that are invented and stuff. It's like, this is my latest invention. Oh, the catapult. This is where it was built. You know?
Totally for another reason though. He's like, it's supposed to be a troop transporter, but I always had problems with the landing, and you're just like, what is wrong with you? And he lands on a bed.
With women.
Yeah. Weren't you the one that said no to us earlier? Like, oh, am I gonna have to stab a bitch?
No, in my luck, I get thrown in. And it's like the dudes in the showers and whatnot. Like, oh, the Rock got the good room.
Yeah, be funny. It would be funny though if at the same time the comic relief had been with him and they both got launched into different rooms. He falls into one of the chicks. The other goose falls right between some guy's ass crack.
And they all get up and just like, a nice shot of ass cheeks, and he's like.
Yeah. You know, it's also kind of stupid in the movie, in the sense of convenience in the movie, that catapult was sent directly to the window.
Yeah.
You're just like, well, truth be told, should have just flown right into the wall.
Hey, soldier, trained soldier. I know the women's seducing. They just jacked you.
He's like, oh, okay, missing
What?
that, missing
What?
that,
What?
missing that. Is the one piece of my weaponry you didn't touch my dick? Come on, girls.
But this displays his fighting skills. Boom. I love when fights like this happen, especially with knives and swords and stuff like that, and they do the whole like cutting.
Oh, they finally hit the right spot.
They cut, and you just hear.
Yeah. Now the Rock is gone with the wind.
Ah, pun master.
Why would you still be firing at that? Like,
Well, that's what I've always thought with like anything, like with arrows or whatnot.
and now they can fire and see him, but they choose not to. You know, be the funniest thing. One of them just still firing. That gong just go out and probably killed some people.
That's exactly what I was gonna say because of all those kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dead.
Again, more women.
He's just a puss magnet. That's all. Oh, but he didn't land in the water. I forgot about that. I'm okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm okay.
Oh, that sucked. Cuts his hand. And perfect shot. Hair still on the boobs.
Yeah,
Because it's PG-13.
See, this is where you kill her again, and again.
He just takes off her gear. She's like, "What are you doing?"
Just hops in the pool with her.
How do you know that this?
How do you know there's a drain? Yeah.
Yeah. And he left the sword.
Yeah. The sword just comes barreling behind them.
It stabs her. Like they get to the water. They're like, "We made it!" Ah.
And then the little boy who's hoping for a
That
beautiful
looked like
woman.
a penny. That boy's like,
Her hair didn't pop out that time.
yeah. That boy's like, that penny works.
You see the Rock come out of the drain, takes your clothes. What do you do? Have a good day, sir.
Oh, for some reason I thought he said Poo-Tang Pie. I was like, wait, what? And you left him to drink.
And he made friends with people that otherwise would probably kill him.
Yeah. It's so funny. He's like looking around. There's a lot of different races in this town.
You know, what'd be the funniest thing, because it's the guards running by that get his attention that something's going on. If it was just the gong rolling down the other side of the road, he's just, I think it's time for me to go. That is like the least conspicuous.
Right? I'm like, why do you have a knife to their side, homie?
Oh, that's just how I hold my knife.
It's a woman. Oh, go ahead. That's how they would have treated it.
Really, in the time, it's like, I own her. Oh, okay. Have a good day.
Move along. Yeah. He's like, fuck you. Trying to take my camel.
The camel just like kicks him in the face.
Oh, that would be awesome. Super kick. Just...
Yeah. And how does she know he's sworn to kill her?
I thought that she had a vision for that.
Maybe she did, but it's never discussed. Like, you have to...
Oh, then when it comes up later, I gotta point out something. But yeah, I'm trying to think. She knows a lot.
Yeah. You know the funniest thing is, at this point in time, she's probably like, this is the most clothes I've worn in a long time.
Well, right there.
I like how they took like 3 rags and turned it into that.
Yeah, but we still have to have the cleavage.
Mm-hmm. Like, he at least points out the right thing. It's like, let's go to the Valley of the Dead. Why? Why would you want to go?
It's called the Valley of the Dead.
Yeah. Can we go to the Valley of the Life next to it? Like, I prefer there.
Oh, look, more scorpions.
Yeah.
Did they ever establish the scorpions in this movie? Like, why?
The relevance of them?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because I know they showed him his statue with the scorpion on it. Then... Mesh
what
douche.
is he wearing? Like,
mesh douchebag.
he's like, I'm sorry, I'm cosplaying as Michael Jackson's hand.
It's the 2000s too, so it's completely accurate.
Yeah.
He's the mesh shirt douchebag that's going to the. Oh well, the blood.
Yeah.
Of the scorpion.
I think that hasn't really been established yet. It's the poison, not the blood.
Not the blood. Yeah, the poison.
He pricks himself.
Shit.
Oh, I'm dead.
Well, guys,
Suddenly, just like the sorceress is like, oh,
oh no,
we can turn around now.
he dips the tip of the arrowhead in. He's all with his finger. He's like, oh shit.
Just licks it and is like, reaction. Crap! Dude, the deserts are supposed to be amazingly cold at night.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get how they're just like, just one pillow, one blanket.
One pillow, one blanket.
What is that pillow made of anyway? Like, look at that.
I don't know.
It looks like tendrils.
And of course, she's like, I can escape.
Man, these guys are stupid.
And no.
How did I not notice this? It's so blatant.
And they fight.
I mean, it'd just be funny if she started like beating on him and just like legit kicked his ass.
No, she slaps him. He's like, oh. She slaps her. Then it just like goes on.
I like how the guy on the side is probably like, they're probably gonna fuck.
And I'm gonna be over here by myself.
I'm just put my hands over my ears.
Eating Cheetos.
Eating Cheetos. Damn it! Every time, Rock.
Every time, Rock. He buys the bag of Cheetos for me.
He's nice. He buys my beer and my Cheetos, and we just sit in the corner. And
he tells me to go sit over there.
I mean, he's offered to let me watch, but that's just weird.
I don't want to see his rock.
And then he gains her trust instantly. He's like, yeah, I'm sworn to kill you. I had myself tethered to you to make sure if you tried to escape, you couldn't. And now you're free to do whatever you want.
Look at that CG.
Yeah. What's funny, I was thinking about earlier when you saw like the Rocky area, and I'm like, that was probably filmed in the U.S. That was like 90% filmed in the U.S.
Yeah.
Also,
you think they'd be sweating too?
Yeah. Then this is how I magnify things.
By barely turning the crystal. Oh.
He's the bad guy.
That isn't. I want one of those.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how crystals work. But
Yeah. He just holds it up and light shines through and zaps them like a death ray. And it's like, that's how crystals work in this universe. They magnify like hell.
No, they look off in the distance. Hey, what's that shiny thing? Oh, there they are.
Yeah. It's like, what is that one little glimmer of light? Oh, it's them. Also, his storm predicting thing.
No, he brought that upon himself. He's like, storm power.
Yeah. I am the Norse god of kicking your ass.
I don't know how that mask helps, though.
It makes it so as much sand doesn't get in his eyes.
Well, it's like that little bit, you think still that would get annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I was this soldier and I saw the storm coming, I'd be like, he's got superpowers!
No, you're just charging him like, it's 1 on 12. We can take him on. This is no problem. He's riding a camel? What the hell is he going to do? Yeah.
I think that's how you establish how badass this character is. He's like, he doesn't need a horse.
Yeah.
He's got a camel. And he has superpowers to bring the storm with him.
Yeah. No, but still, like, straight face. They're like, yeah. Oh, no. Like, stop, turn around, and run like hell. That is what I do here.
Yeah. Oh, and still able to see them?
Yeah. Oh, and that CGI sand. Come on. Like, that's not CGI.
You imagine, though, there has to be some form of...
That dude's head is off.
Some form of, like, they have to do that, like, just sand blowing around. I would hate doing that. All right, guys, we're going to kick the sand up. No.
No, please. See, true villain. True villain goes for the camel.
Oh, here we go. No, don't kill the camel.
No, that's what I'm saying, is a true villain would have gone for the camel.
Oh, cave. This is a cliche, too.
Okay.
Where you go into the cave where the badass is.
Yeah, but then you get this, where even the cave itself, which there's no way he could have known, but even the cave itself is just like badass.
Yeah.
Hey, he's like, go ahead, you first. No, I'm gonna stay on the rocks.
I would have been like, can I just stay behind and I'll watch the door?
I'll stop his escape.
All right, guys. Stand on the rocks.
Yeah, like, how many people do we have to lose to learn that lesson? One person. I'm staying on the rock.
Conveniently, there's a lot for a walking path.
That's probably how he got through, though.
But still, it's still sinking stuff. Why is those rocks not sinking?
Maybe they're just really big rocks.
I know there's a big rock in there.
Yeah. Right, I think, here.
Hey, the waterfall scene?
The sand waterfall.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the actor who did that? Face full of sand right there.
Being an extra, you gotta do the crap. I just love picking them off one by one.
Yeah. We came in with 11 people because we lost one outside.
Are we? Because you said come with me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, well, of course.
Come with me. Really? I thought we would just split up right here.
Really, Captain Obvious? That was. I remember the first time I saw this, I was like, I don't know why, but that is badass.
The shadows. Like, I feel like the person that wrote this was just like, however many cliches we can get in here, let's get that many cliches.
Yeah, go for the sword.
Why would you need a sword? Like, you guys are armed.
Oh.
I like how the camera's supposed to throw us off, but if you think about it, this shouldn't be a problem for them. Expressions as we die.
There we go. There's some gore.
Yeah. Runs out.
He goes in the sinkhole.
I think it'd be funny if The Rock was like, that was supposed to be the one that killed people on the way out. I can't believe you guys fell for it on the way in. Random horse.
I'm wondering how that guy can see. Because he doesn't have anything to... Yep.
It's like, you got me. And then the random one henchman that's still alive.
Oh, the poison?
Yeah.
He stabs himself. he's like so inaccurate.
Right in his own leg. He's like, woo!
I can just imagine because of the sandstorm. Yeah, a blanket helped you out, huh?
Yeah. Now we are completely sand free, even though we were just lying in the sand. He's not completely sand free, but the chick is.
Yeah.
Just like yelling for him.
And the camel's just like, what's up?
Yeah. And then the badass comes out of the sand.
This dun, dun, dun.
Why did you wear the mask? It didn't help at all. It made my character look more badass.
Look out, Tom Hardy and Mad Max.
Yeah.
Guys, that mask did not help.
Guys, I made mistakes. Such a badass pulling the arrow out of himself.
I couldn't do that. I just be like, just leave it in there.
You're invincible! Oh, he is dead.
You know, that'll be how to end it, though. And then credits start rolling.
I mean, let's be honest. Well, what has changed? Like, the sorceress is away. You know, if he's dead, then, you know, he can just go.
If I was him, I'd be like, did you know that was going to happen? Yeah. Why didn't you tell me?
The funniest thing, actually, I brought the scorpion Animven with me because I knew this was going to happen like this. So here you go. She's like,
could it be avoided? Me getting stabbed in general?
yeah, but me saying, hey, watch your back at the end of the fight wasn't going to be a lot of help, let's be honest.
And we need drama.
I like the concerned look of the camel, too. Like, they cut to the camel's face.
Well, that's his homie. Yeah.
I mean, just a typical Tuesday for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, and then the other guy's like, you hear his Cheetos.
Just like pops open another bag. Look at the back of the camel, like half of the supplies is just Cheetos on it.
Yeah.
Man, talking about sucking him.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did that. Then dramatic slow motion fall.
He's like, wait, there's no sex tonight? I can actually sleep above the sheets!
He opens her shirt a little bit. That's all I need.
I am good for the next month. Did you enjoy our first time?
He goes, why is my chest all rubbed in baby oil?
I'm actually just fairly certain that Rock naturally secretes baby oil on his chest.
Did we?
Did we?
We all did.
We all did.
The camel joined too. It was so much fun.
The camel said it was pent up from years of you just riding it like it was.
Just waiting. Close face shot.
Ooh, turn. Falcon. Like how he just grabs the little bird.
I like how he knows. I like how the bird stayed around.
This isn't just his pet. This is something as a sign. Gosh, now that pisses me off. Actually, now I think about that, not the bird staying around, but like his preemptive knowledge that a falcon sends messages.
Because then they send the falcon with the
arrow? The guys. Yeah. Well,
no.
Oh, the falcon was given to him before to send a message.
I thought they were already out trying to find him, and he sent the falcon with the arrow.
No.
Okay.
The henchman was given the arrow and the falcon, but for some reason the Arcadian knew what that meant.
Yeah, he's like, I know this type of bird. He delivers messages. How do you know that? I just know. And the speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love how he gets to be like, we're gonna blah 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 blah, because I'm pissed.
He's also. Do you notice him like fingering the Barak's bow?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they kept his bow, huh? Because he jacked all his weapons.
Yeah, from the prostitutes, or brothel, or harem, or whatever the heck.
Yeah. She's alive. Oh yeah. He's like, he did. He screwed her, huh? Yeah, no, he did. I know he did.
Which at this, like, I don't think they actually have. I think it's just that, but you know what the weirdest thing is? This is like the Monty Python introduction of the sorcerer.
Yeah. Just randomness too. Like, hey, by the way, we're gonna remember that character you saw earlier? He's coming back.
He's important. Which it does seem weird that like the only people he's really interacted with have been important people.
Yeah.
And guards that he's
no, it'd be funny
murdered.
if he ran him, was like, he runs up to her. She's like, who are you? What? I
I was actually sent as well. You just don't realize it. Powder bomb just explodes them all.
I have accuracy to actually hit you.
I am the real sorcerer. Let's be honest.
Wow. The subtle jokes and whatnot.
Well, that's like.
How does everyone keep sneaking up on me?
God damn it! In the beginning of the movie, I heard troops walking behind a cloth and knew we were about to be attacked. How does this keep happening?
Had prostitutes take my weapons.
I am a terrible warrior.
Ever since your brother died.
Yeah.
Your brother was the better warrior.
No, it's like the Wonder Twins where he was actually his source of power.
Yeah.
Now he's just a little bitch.
I want you to say that to The Rock.
I mean, I would, but that's just because he'd laugh it off.
Yeah, he'd be like, that's cute.
That's cute.
You're like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I also like how that kid was almost killed. Almost had his hand chopped off. Not killed. Almost had his hand chopped off. Then that whole thing with the Acadian happened and everyone was chasing after him. Yet no one was like, just keep the kid. He cut off his arm anyway. Like, he's
Yeah.
totally fine.
I'm surprised that this was his tribe. Like,
Yeah.
it all comes back together.
It's
Because they're all going to work together.
Because for the sake of story, it has to work. But
I want to know how he got those scars. Like, if
it's probably self-inflicted, let's be honest. Like, just how uniform they are, it's probably supposed to be self-inflicted. Because he's got them on both sides of his face.
It's like, it's supposed to make that X.
Someone's like, is he giving us a target to shoot with an arrow? He's like, I am, but you ain't gonna hit it anyway.
He has a red like dot in the middle of his face.
You know,
it is true. They are still alive.
not to disrespect Michael Clark Duncan much more, because rest his soul. His acting is super hollow sometimes.
Oh yeah, there's times where he's just tuning it in. He's just like, I'm here. I gotta pay my check.
You think that this fight was supposed to sort of be the Apollo Creed, the Apollo Creed and Rocky of its time?
Yeah, to establish the character. This is badass. Well, shit.
That was a very badly made sword. Swords might bend, they shouldn't shatter.
Where's my blacksmith? You're gonna die after I get done kicking the rock's ass.
He's like, but I put a weakness in there for everybody. If they use your sword, you can just break it. Just a classic punch out where you're just like,
Well, at least it's not as bad as Rocky fights, where like you could see the there's in between the fist and the face, and then they're like sell.
yeah.
At least this with the Rock, he can take it.
Which actually, you think it's kind of funny that the one that's about a real sport, looks fake, and the one that's from a person from a fake sport is real.
Yeah, it is true. Have you always noticed there's always in these type of fights there's always like a bar that they get thrown into that bends.
Yeah.
Fuck you, kid.
There's also in a lot of fights when someone swings at them, it's just that roll.
Yeah, the roll, the convenience of like, oh, I missed,
Yeah.
or he throws stuff at them, and then something hilarious happens, like he just grabbed the chicken.
That too. That's another one where the blade almost gets to their face and they blocked it barely. But now they're on equal footing, sort of.
Oh man, I wish it'd be awesome to see these two like actually really arm wrestle.
Yeah,
That'd be fun. That'd be fun to watch.
It'd be like in Predator when when they do that manly arm grab at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
Also, really random thing to point out. You realize this is the Wakanda fight?
Yeah.
When Nobaku takes on T'Challa, where it's just like, the reason I'm not killing you is you still need to lead your tribe.
Yeah.
Like, I am a man of honor, and you're just like,
Snap.
stab.
That's the Flix way, because you'd be like, and stab. Movie over.
Yeah.
I solved all our problems.
I'll be in charge now. Stab.
No, it's so funny is like you guys all understand you have one common enemy.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, but his thoughts on it are the sorceress is the problem. That's Michael Clark Duncan's character's problem, is that he thinks the sorceress is the
and
problem.
the Rock's just like, hey, I'm gonna go screw her brains out.
Come on, I want to bone her so bad. Just let me have that.
Establish he's weak.
I mean, I think that in real circumstance, that woman should have just kicked his ass. Like, shouldn't even be close. Like, I am a boy who has power. Oh God, my arm's broken.
Why do I keep having visions when I touch people? Wow.
Come on, Rock. He didn't steal your ruby.
None of them stole your rubies. It's just the Rock just...
Where are they?
Oh, now you guys are accurate.
Yeah. I don't know. Fire 1,000 times, you'll eventually hit one thing, right?
Yeah.
Unless they're Spartans. Wow. You know, there's some noises that shouldn't be slow mode.
You know, or that cliche. You've heard it in movies.
Yeah.
Where someone falls off something, you use that clear.
The Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
I'm a coming for you.
I got you. Cuts off her head.
The kid's look is just like, what the fuck is wrong with her? I'm slowly backing away. Mommy.
Pedophile. The kid just runs away. She's like, what? No.
Just walks up to the kid. Don't take the Rock's rupee.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I see bad shit happening. There he is, conveniently.
Gosh. You know what's really funny? And gosh, I hope this doesn't sound racist at all.
Alrighty.
He looks really Native American right there.
Like, yeah, he does.
I know he's Samoan, but...
Now you have made me want to make a petition to get Rock to be a Native American in a movie, because I'll be like, see, he's one of us.
No, I mean, but it's... I don't know, it's just...
I think it's the long hair.
It really is. But...
Yeah. Oh my! I just like the fact that he doesn't have his shirt on and he's just like sharpening up his knife. He's just like, "What's up?" More visions.
Yeah. I mean,
the table killed him.
The table kills him. Just it's made of stone and just crushes him.
I don't know why, but The Rock's selling is so great in this movie.
It's one of those. It's early 2000s acting.
Yeah.
Mixed with a professional wrestler's mentality.
Yeah.
So
and I you know what I loved about the press junket for this is every time I talk to a director, oh, he's a natural. He was a natural at it, because they really are.
Yeah.
Because they act in front of people all the time.
No, well, and it's I think the biggest problem for me is
finally.
Yeah, I know. But the biggest problem for me is with wrestling actors is, you know, with The Rock especially, I feel like his on-screen persona, like, for wrestling, is the same as his real-life persona.
Yeah.
So it's like, weird to draw that line.
And speaking of weird, is like, The Rock's cock took the powers away. That was one of those loopholes I found weird.
No, it's the, if she sleeps with a man, she loses her powers.
Yeah.
And I mean, I also think it's funny how he sleeps.
Yeah,
just like
on his back,
just stone face, like not even like looking like he's breathing.
Oh, he's like, I'll help you out.
I'll defy my master's orders time and time again. And it's like,
yeah, just like that.
Like,
I want to sleep like that one night and see.
Did I bone her out of existence?
The Rock.
Damn it! My dick did it again.
Just. We all boned.
She's still got her clothes on though.
Oh, they got separate blankets. They're not good for his blanket.
What are you doing on a horse? Where's your camel?
I got robbed. She robbed you? I told you she was.
She slept and stole, man. She slept and stole.
It's okay. There's. Did they say what tribe he is?
I
know
can't
that
remember.
I can't remember, but I know in the beginning they're like the blah 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 tribe, the blah 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 blahs.
Okay, but with what he just said, where he's just like, I can't let you go alone. What glory would there be in it for me? I'm just like, you guys went from almost murdering each other the previous day to let's be comrades.
I think some things were skipped in the script. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this is only an hour and 30-minute movie.
Oh.
More hookers, go. The Cowboys cheerleaders.
Shit. No, it makes me wonder how much they, not the movie, but these guys themselves have to pay in prostitutes a day.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the tax.
Yeah.
We added tax now on them just because I'm losing money.
Yeah.
I like too, and the cliche is like, they're all having a party. There's always a party before the big battle. Like, you little bitch, can't even bend the bow yourself.
Yeah. This guy who keeps talking to him, his pecs are like perfectly separated by his clothing, like to pull them apart. And I'm just like, what is it, your Wonder Bra? Like,
I want to tell you that I like you.
his face just fits that too. Well, I'm seeing someone else. Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
but if you're ever single,
hit me up, okay? Just IG me.
it's like,
look, I'm dating somebody else. I'm sorry.
I'd like you to pierce me with your long sword someday. Just.
And she's back.
In the same garb too, where you're just like, why would you go back to wearing that?
Well, that's what pleases him.
Yeah.
And that guy's like, you whore.
It's just like, is that who you've lost me for? Is this bitch?
He's so jelly now. He's like,
yeah.
This is funny too because he's like,
something's not right.
wait a minute. You usually have a flash of light that happens in my head.
Where's the light? Where's the goddamn... Oh, you guys can see that each time, too? Yes!
There's always a little light that pops up in front of my face when we see the future.
Aren't you the horse thief from earlier?
No.
So...
He's like, hey, more prostitutes. The king doesn't want it.
This guard's like,
What's
what? Is that a big spider?
Instead of like looking over the wall so he can look at the angle of somebody coming up, he has to actually walk towards it.
Or just instead of like just kicking it off.
Oh, and we have to have the kid involved.
Slow motion fall. Lands on top of Michael Clark Duncan's character. God damn it.
He's like, you're a dick. Because that was payback from earlier.
Man, those guys are really accurate for being guards.
And they really accurately die.
I love how the only time they're accurate is when they're shooting something that's not the main character.
And why did Michael Clark Duncan have to put makeup on?
Why did he have to put the frock on?
Right? I don't understand. For comic relief, I guess? I don't know. Oh, the camel's like, hey, peace out, guys.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah. He's like, wait a minute. You whore.
He's like, I smell baby oil on you. What is this? What is this?
You smell like The Rock. I gotta quick.
It's like, well, if you ever break up with her, I'm always
okay.
here for you.
Look.
Sometimes?
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
There's my knife.
I pierced you like you wanted to with my knife. Now, be happy.
He's like, can you do it again? What?
Harder, sir. Harder.
Yes. He's literally gutting you. I know.
And then he's like, party over. And I'm like, yeah, when you murder a guy, party's typically at the end.
And they're reunited and it feels so good.
He's like, yeah, I liked it better when there was someone heavier on me.
It's like, ah. Oh. He still has the makeup on.
Yeah.
Hey, we brought the kid. What? Yeah, like, why'd you bring the...
You could get hurt. Yeah, the lady's vision was all of us dead, so I'm fairly certain I would get hurt either way.
I'm just sticking with you guys, because she told me some shit.
The kid is just totally like, he snuck on set, but it's just like, why are you here? Because I know movie logic where if I stay with the good guys, I'll live.
The kid always lives.
Yeah. Although, what was the movie, The Last Action Hero? Where the kid's just like, I'll always survive. Oh no, I'm comic relief. I can die.
Oh, that's another one we need to do.
Yeah.
Man, all that jewelry. Especially him too.
Yeah. I don't know if that's supposed to be body armor or not.
I don't think so.
But...
Like that necklace.
No, but like the part on his chest. Like the one over his stomach, sort of, but the part over his vital organs doesn't seem to be very good armor. This is pretty much him calling her a hoe. Like, he's like, man, you slept.
Good job.
You slept with him.
Did you? No, you did. He goes up, and on her shoulders a little piece of hair, his hair.
Not a little piece, it'd be a long ass piece
of his hair. How do you know that's his? I smelt it before he left.
It's actually longer than yours.
And look, it's a different color. Oh, yeah, this.
Bring in the sorting cobras. The what? The sorting cobras.
Why
do we have these?
Oh man, if I was that guy, I'd be like, how about you get him, boss?
Yeah, but boss. Like his face is even like, I hope I get paid enough for this job.
I think this is too long too. And her just caving in.
Yeah,
because it's a test, and they take a long time putting those snakes in there.
Yeah. Could we not have just like put a couple cards on the ground and asked her to tell what they were before we flipped them? I feel like that would have been easier.
Because now, douchebag, we gotta get a Mac out.
Yeah. No, this is their home now. We're gonna sell them as wine to other people.
This part, it's coming up. I'll get back to that. But this right here. Look at that. Look at that
set. Such a set.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, this in no way looks realistic.
This is on a soundstage.
Yeah.
You can tell.
It also seems like super convenient that they have the guy who's going to blow up the entire, like, has the knowledge to blow up the entire place on their team.
Yeah.
They're like, hey
guys, there's something more than just swords.
Dude, that scene right before he was carrying the torch right through the cloth place, I wonder if they accidentally lit it on fire. Because that went right over the cloth with the flames. You're like, this is not a safe thing.
Yeah, they're rolling around with it too. This is like, now we're no longer whores.
Yeah. Now we're the Amazonians from Justice League, where we're still wearing like no clothes.
I think it's battle purposes, but to each their own. Hey, what's that noise?
The guy standing beside him. Sorry, I farted.
All right.
There's the one guard that's just right over there too.
My dick.
I mean, let's be honest. That would stop me.
That's where they just stab all men.
Yeah.
Why? We're the dick stab tribe.
Yeah. There's a door, sir. No, I'm going the long way.
I'm climbing the wall, damn it. I think you could tell which was not it. Like if knowing you'd be like, okay. Just watching it, you're like, okay, put a snake in that one, put a snake in that one, put a snake in that one. Okay, I just gotta watch that.
You just
one.
flip the table though at this point. Let's be honest. You're just like, oh no, I dropped them all. Guess we can't find out.
Well, too. I'm like, why are you still pretending?
Yeah, it's just like you actively hear the hiss from it. Huh.
The dramatic camera.
She also did her nails. Think about that.
She stopped at a salon on the way over.
Yeah.
You hesitated a lot.
You know what the funniest thing is, though? The moment that she finds one, she'd know where the other ones are.
Yeah.
Because
you saw where
you saw them put
the
in.
pattern he put it in. Yes. Battle.
So we've had one female warrior killed thus far. Man, these guards are little bitches.
I know, man. Any movie where you have the henchmen, I'm like, you guys suck. What am I paying you for? Why are you hesitating? I already know you don't have your powers.
She's looking, though, like...
That little flash of light didn't happen.
Well, now he's calling her out on it, though.
Yeah. But it took him long enough. I think this was more just of making sure everyone gets in the castle.
Yeah.
And all his... While his henchmen are getting beat up, essentially, killed. Oh yeah.
Fear my CGI snake.
Ooh, look at that. How are you commanding it? Because that snake would have been like...
No, she's using her magic.
Wait, she still has some magic? I thought she got it boned out of her. And slow motion.
I would have loved for one time, because she can see the future, for one time to be like, yeah, you walked right where I needed you to, and just looks down, sees an X on the ground, and then just right into the rock.
That'd be funny if he moved.
Yeah.
He was a great warrior like that. He's like, oh.
Sidesteps.
Oh, you know, be in real time in his aspect, he just sees the rock in slow motion coming down. Like, oh.
That happened in a movie. I can't remember what it was, but one of the movies was like,
I just bought that.
you are paying my replacement bill.
Oh. Look, right here, it's all oiled up. It's like, let's do this.
I didn't sweat in the desert, but in the city in the cold of night, I will sweat.
I will sweat. Yeah. He's not really like fighting with a sword. He's
just swinging back and forth and knocking people out. Where's a gong when you need one?
Yeah. They find it. That'd be funny if that came back into the picture. It's still rolling.
It's still rolling.
Oh, is douchebag with his mesh shirt. Where are you going?
This was my handmade Abercrombie and Finch mail. And you're like,
More CGI snakes.
Sorceress, can you command these ones?
Nope.
I like how he's just going into the fray with the snakes. He's like, ha, they're on my side.
That other one wasn't earlier.
Yeah, I was like, why? No, this to me,
table.
This to me makes it seem like it was the thought a director had. Like, I want the rock spinning on a table.
Why? No, I just want the rock spinning on a table. But
I like how we had two swords the entire time, but that didn't like get noticed until.
But
now.
it looked like one sword at one point.
Yeah, it did. Well, it was double sword. It was a double sword.
Doing.
just
that
right in front of the camera, he was doing that.
And just like throwing his arms like, catch a snake. Bad CG snake.
Gosh, was there a good CG snake in this movie?
I want to know how they did that back in the day, though. You know what I mean? Like, you have to act like something just...
Well, that's what you have to do nowadays with CG, too, is act like there's something there. You remember the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, that's
a lot of just acting with something not there.
The way people get tossed in this movie is
Yeah.
awesome. He doesn't really have any sword skills either. He's just like, chop,
No.
chop.
Why don't you have sword skills? Every time I start a fight really trying with my sword, it just shatters.
I would have been like, are you just going to stand there the whole time?
Kick the guard in the nuts. I would suck to fight a psychic so bad.
She's not psychic no more.
She is, though. That's how she picked up the snake.
I'm trying to think. Okay.
They talk about it. Ow, right in the foot.
That'd be funny. She said the line. You didn't see that coming, did you?
Yeah,
Like,
he just grabs her. Just grabs her. Ha! Didn't see that coming. No, but I saw the rock.
Wham! Oh yeah, that one thing took you all out. You guys couldn't all catch it at once.
No, but you'll find out later
Link in a fire.
about her powers.
Oh man, that is the manliest thing you're gonna see in this movie. Fire, sword,
Acknowledgement.
Then he just.
That is some CGI fire.
See that? Fire can't stop me.
Oh, that was a well-placed rock. And so was that.
We go back and you could do a little flashback and the guy's like, I'm just gonna put this rock right here. I don't know why.
Yeah. Oh no, there's a horse.
And
Why would you bring your horse indoors?
dad says hello.
Like, how many lines do you think they went through on that improv of just like, for your king, for your dad, I knight thee.
Oh, roll. More fire. Wait, how did those blades...
He put them in whatever the item that was, like, in the oil, whatever that is. Now, why they're still on fire is a completely different story.
Oh, man, another one of those ideas. Like, man, what if he just has fire on his blades?
Also, like, I've noticed that, like, for the most part,
The
Rock's character isn't a good fighter.
No, he's
like,
not.
He uses sneaking tactics and stuff like that really well. But as far as, like, a fight...
Douche.
I could, stab you while I flip around, but I'll trip you instead.
Yep, there it is. Can you do that thing you do in the ring?
Yeah. The flame swords are hot. I just realized that.
It's burning everything.
When I was running around, they weren't that bad.
Oh, what? the selling...
Did I just uppercut you so hard that you flipped?
And table. That should have killed him.
Yeah. But, like, that's a stone table.
It'd be funny if, like, he doesn't get back up. She's like, wait a minute. Oh, wait. Totally wrong vision.
Or... I saw this before. She throws a knife and kills the guy instead of doing that. It's like, I'll sacrifice myself. If you'd moved, I wouldn't have gotten shot.
If you would just said, hey, arrow. Ah! Oh, his teeth are white. the dramatic...
Colgate.
Gets up and sponsored by Colgate.
Hey guys.
What are you guys doing down here? Try to sell you. Oh, we got him.
There's 10 of us left. We can take on whatever they have.
Oh, we've got the kid? Okay.
Start using the kid as a human shield. They'll never let him die.
There we go. What?
Now I will stab you.
That didn't kill him. No.
You know what? Much like where that knife was, this movie was very
There we
hammed up.
go. There we go. That's why he placed that there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel the odds really well. And this right here, I was like, I want to be this badass. Yeah? See this arrow? It was in my back. And now you...
Instantly, the moment I pull it out of my back, it no longer hurts.
Yeah. Here we're going to go back to the test.
It's like, ha, I can stop this.
Oh, the dramaticness of this whole last set here.
Whoa, we were expecting a frontal assault. Where did this come from?
And... What? What's going... Ah!
Now I'll pull it a little further back. He's like, I might have made a mistake.
Man. Ah! He's flying into space.
Gosh.
That's how you do an explode. Look at that. Jump.
How did they get out of there in time, though? I'm so confused.
That's how you know the king's over.
Yeah.
His statue fell over. Oh, shit.
Oh, I hope that wasn't the Acadian, because I don't really have context of this entire situation, so...
Right there. Boom.
Yeah.
Oh, we did it, guys.
His look was like, did we really actually just do it?
Woohoo.
I thought we were dead for sure.
And...
Like, I'd have done it if you hadn't.
I would have done it 10 times better than you would have.
I'd have thrown my halberd and just taken him clean off. He's just like, I don't want to rule this. They're all a bunch of pussies that just lay down to whomever just wins.
Slaughter all the henchmen. What?
What? I killed the king. No. You are the king now.
Oh shit!
Damn it!
I just wanted to get out of here. I got my brother's killer. You know. Then he's just like, you know what? I could do it.
Fight the power. You are the power now, sir. Damn it! Well, at least 20 years from now, I won't come back as a CG monster, right? Or 200 years from now, or whatever the hell it is.
200 years, yeah.
It'll be a lot more than 200, I think.
And this is how he has become the Scorpion King.
Why is his left arm or his right arm in a sling?
Because he got shot in the back.
Yeah, but
I know.
he
Just
pulled his arrow back after that.
Just roll with it.
Like a rock?
Like a rock.
Gosh, he's got that smolder just on his face.
What a dick. Don't forget how you got here.
He's just like, do I have to wear the same levels of bling as the last king? Because I'd rather not.
Yeah. I'm cool with leather. Leather's cool.
Yeah. I don't want to be wearing that little bitch breastplate.
That's what that's the standard requirement for the king. Ah.
But I'm the king. Can't I change that? No.
But I'm the king. No. Oh. Read the text on the wall.
No, but right here. He's saying that she can see the future, and he's like, how can you? Your powers are gone. Because, you know.
You gave me more power.
That smile was just like, it was good. But no, her reasoning was that that's the way they keep the kings off of them. You know, they're just like, can you think of a better way for a sorceress to not have a king fuck them than telling them that story?
Many years later, now that makes sense. I'm just
She literally says it right here.
I was tuning out. I was just looking at her when I was watching these movies. I was just like, wow, she is hot.
And also
where's she at now? Where's her career? Did she gain anything from this?
I have no idea. But no, there's always that kiss at the end too. Like, we just had to finish it with that one final cliche.
And then walking into the. Yeah.
Is it going to do a zoom out? No, I don't think it could do a zoom out. That'd be too expensive for this movie.
That's just the set that they have to go in. And directed by Chuck Russell.
Yeah.
There we go. The Scorpion King. Oh, this is the song. I stand alone.
Mm-hmm. Vince McMahon was an executive producer.
Yes, he was heavily involved.
John Laurinaitis. Did I say John Laurinaitis?
I think so. Because this was supposed to be technically under the WWE films.
Even though it's technically, what is it, Universal or Paramount?
The Rock.
Stephen Brand. Kelly Hugh is the actress who played the sorceress.
Yeah, Bernard Hill. So, rating?
I'll give it a solid 3 out of 5. It's one of those, you know, I gave a lesser score to some of the other movies we've watched before because they've been really badly paced. This movie, we've been here for, you know, almost an hour and a half, and it doesn't feel like it.
Nope.
This was an exciting trip from beginning to end.
No, and, you know, there's some problems, but those problems outweigh the awesomeness of just the pace. Because it's like, oh, we started this, now it's over?
And, well, and this is one of the movies that I didn't realize how long...
You see the World Wrestling
Federation, yeah. I didn't realize how long it was compared to that, but then I look at the actually watching it, and I'm like, no, this is such a short movie, but
The Rock.
Yeah, you imagine living under a pseudonym like that for most of your career? Because it makes sense that he went back to the other one. But what was your score?
I give it a 5, just action 5 though. Like an action 5, you know what I mean? Because it is one of those epic action movies where there's a lot of problems, but at the same time, just the cheesy aspect, the nice cheesy goodness is all I want in an action movie.
Yeah.
And the cliches, when I see them more and more, it makes me appreciate that filmmaker because I don't think that filmmaker's around anymore. No, I take that back. Like when all the straight to DVD action movies, you know.
Probably. No, man, as far as the actress who played the sorceress in this though, yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing something that she did that was bigger than this. She does a lot of voice acting now, it seems.
Well,
which is funny because she definitely doesn't she has a face to be on camera.
She can still hold on to the fact she kissed The Rock.
I know, for real. Oh, she was in X2 as well.
Oh
she
yeah.
Was
she was She was
yeah.
Oh.
Lady Deathstrike.
Yeah.
But
I just remember
she looked familiar.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. It's a 3 for me. A solid. I'll give it an action 3 too, because we talked about it throughout this movie. It's so cliched.
Very cheesy.
It is
cheesy goodness though. That's the cheesy goodness we like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But no, it's got some really stupid moments in it. I have a problem with some movies where the Heart of Stone hero becomes a kind-hearted person by the end.
Yeah.
Given their history of what they are, because they talk about how the Acadians, are pretty much cutthroats who kill for money, but he has a chance to kill the sorceress multiple times and doesn't, and then he has the chances to kill, I think it's Malthazar, so many times and doesn't, and you're just like, where's this heartless villain person we're talking about?
With, and you kill the good guy in the end.
Well, even at the beginning, he's not that heartless. When they attack the thing, he shows that he has really good respect and love for his brother.
Yeah.
So
awesome! Another POP-FLIX in the bag.
Yeah.
And real quick before we end this, I heard you were on the show.
Yeah. No. A few weeks back. I don't know what day it is right now. But we, myself, went and did the Social Vent podcast, and someone was a little bitch and didn't go. I can't believe
you lowered yourself to that.
Nah, someone was a little bitch and didn't want to go, so...
Yeah, and I heard Kyle Martinez-Bahi, is that his name?
Something like
that. Asshole.
Some douchebag name.
I'm going to tell you the truth, he did not reach out to me. I'm going to tell you the truth right now. He did not reach out to me.
Yeah, I think they were a little desperate and tried to grab us, but
we're above them.
We are above them. But no, that's actually at cplusstudios.com. Yep. You can find it from there. And join us next time. I don't know what our next one's going to be. I'm actually looking into doing a little side project with a few people, so we'll see if that's what pops up.
We'll see. You never know.
Never
on
know.
The road to POP-FLIX.
But with that,
I'm Pop.
I'm Flix, and thank you for joining us. Have a good day.
Till next time.